you about what you are, how you ended up in this and why you are so excited about this.
Yeah. Yeah, so to make it brief, it will be hard, but to begin, I started with design. I was a designer. I created different thing, mostly on Photoshop. So that's why I ended up into the NFT field, and that's the field I like. But more widely, I made also marketing. I made also like web development, which is like all of the things you need to know to really get into crypto and to understand the mechanism into this. I discovered crypto like 2 years and a half ago. I heard about it, but I was really into the rabbit hole like 2 years ago. So I was like 24/7 into this. I started with a group which is called Kaizen DAO, which is a group of friends with a lot of people that know different skills. There was people more into trading, some were more into like selling thing online with Shopify. Some were really already into crypto, and we knew each other, and we wanted to interact with each other to get new skill and new ideas about that. So that's mainly how we begin this. Uh, so we worked for a few time, and after that, we created with two people into Kaizendao NFT creation agency, which is called CryptAgency. And we are working with different companies, mainly in France, to introduce them to the crypto/Web3 world. For example, if they want to create a NFT collection, we are there to guide them, to explain how it works, how they can reach people, what is the pros and the cons of NFTs, and not to just make as we call it, a cash grab NFT collection. We really want these people to understand the specificities of NFTs and Web3. And I think it's really important to do this to get like a long-term environment. Um, so that's it, and more widely in terms of DAO, being into crypto, we are really involved with DAO because there is a lot of company, which I call company, but they are decentralized, that we worked with. Kaizen DAO, we launched like an investment part. So we worked with different projects, and we helped them in various aspects, which is tokenomics, which is how they can reach people, and we work with this DAO to help them to guide them um, in this scalable parts. So yeah, I don't hear you.
Okay. I think that's quite an interesting, and an intense journey. Given you are here for 2.5, in this space for 2.5 years, so I say it's really great. Uh, so now I think what I would like to know is why do you think NFTs hold promise? Personally, about you, what's so different? What you see, in future holds.
What do you mean? Like the future of NFTs? What will be the future of NFTs?
That's one. And the other thing is like, why do you think it's so promising as a technology,
Oh,
as a tool? Yeah.
okay. Well, NFT is an interesting aspect because most of people know NFTs because of like I guess Bored Ape, which is like a cool ape into a design, but they don't really understand what are NFTs and what are their purpose in the long-term alignment. what interests me in NFTs is really this community aspect. So I bought a lot of NFT, and I see that there is like in 1 or 2 day community that create that really are in the Discord all day interacting, and it's really an interesting thing in this economy. Okay, sorry, can you mute Nation? Sorry, thank you. In this economy, in this attention economy, where there is a lot of brands that are trying to get customer attention. They are really making TikTok video right now and all of this. And as a NFT user, I have really a strong brand image of all this NFT creation because it's not only an image, it's also a community. And as we can see into the NFT space, the community that are stronger is the NFT that are stronger. So we can see right now the BASI, which is the best example of this, but it's possible for literally everyone. And right now into crypto, we are starting to see, for example, crypto protocols. So protocols that allow people to exchange token or all of this that are creating NFT to really get the community stronger, to get this community an alignment, a social image, because online, if you want to be anonymous, you need to get an image that really paint how you are, and that's part of how I see NFT and why they are interesting. But I guess it's something you need to buy NFTs to understand this, and more widely into this specific technology. NFT is really interesting because there is a lot of programmability into this, and you can like create whatever you want. And we are like in maybe 2% of what we created with NFTs. We are starting to see like really financiarization of NFT, where you can split your NFT into different NFTs. You can consolidate them, and there is a lot of possibility. And I think we will see this in the coming years. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So you spoke quite a bit about mainly the visual, NFTs, and like also the programmability and the versatility. Uh, so music NFT is another area, which is kind of catching up. Uh,
Yeah.
do you see any other current application, which seems to you as a hot application of NFT?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, music NFTs is starting, and we are creating a project into this domain. So that's something that really interests me. Um, One of the most promising NFT use case I see is a decentralized identity, which is having an NFT that logs what you are, what you did. It's kind of like a digital passport. So it linked with your wallet, and it could expand a lot of things. For example, you could get a credit account already available on your NFT. And for example, if you made some loans on a DeFi protocol which is called Aave, and you are like a good player, you make good loans. There is no problem with that. You can get a better credit score and get more loans. And it could be made also, for example, in a decentralized social platform, which could be like a new Facebook, and you could get like all of this information into this NFT. And that's already something that Lens protocol is doing, which is really having all the parts of your actual information, for example, on Facebook, but they are into NFT. So you get this possibility that you can move from platform to platform. If you don't like what Facebook is offering, you could just get your NFT, log into Twitter, and you get the same information, your same content, and all of this is available.
Wow, that's super interesting, actually. That's really, yeah. And you said that you're also working on music NFT. So what do you see, like how the music NFT landscape is going to evolve? Because it's another disruption in making. Uh, what do you think about music NFT? Like how it's changing how music is produced and how creators are benefiting from it?
Well, I don't have the same opinion as most of people into the music NFTs, because they are like kind of label will disappear. Everyone will make their own music in their way, but I don't think like big major will disappear. People like Universal, like Sony Music, and all of these guys. But I think it will be easier for niche artists to really get a wide audience and to get money from this audience. And that's already what we see with project last sound.xyz, which are really interesting. But I think music industry will really change, and the fact that I think it is interest it oh sorry it's interesting. It's really the fees, which is actually there is Spotify that give fees to people based on their listening, but right now with NFT you are able to do this in a lot of steps. For example, you can get an artist that make a song, someone make a remix of this song, someone made another remix of this song, and you see you get all this composability and a lot of new things that are created. When right now into the music industry, making a remix is pretty hard. Like you need to get the label that want to do this, and it could be complicated. And right now it could widen a lot the possibilities.
Okay, wow, that's cool. So I think now we have generally talked about the attractiveness of NFT as an instrument. Whether about storing information about about identity, or whether about information related to visual arts or music. I think the big question many creators face, when they see super successful NFTs, is that what is the formula to make a good NFT launch? Like what steps, one should make sure it. And I'm not saying that just knowing the step will make it easier, because you have to put in effort in community and all. But I think if you have to advise someone that, okay, these are the things you should be careful about, and these are the pitfalls, then what would you say?
Yeah, that's a good question. Um, I guess there is two big points that are important. The first one is the art. Like you need to make interesting art and art that people will want to be part of. Which is like I saw people creating like a collection of babies, and I was like, okay, but do you know your audience, and do you know who will want to wear this as a profile picture? It's pretty complicated. So I guess you need to know who you are talking to and who will wear this as a profile picture, which is the main people that you will talk to. The second thing is really to do this into the long term. Um, we see a lot of NFT projects that launch, and like 1 month after that, there is no one. talking about this, no one in the Discord. You need to get aligned into the long term and to get not a roadmap, but try to tweak your incentives to get like to be obligated to do this for the long run. I mean, I saw a project that split their revenue into 1 year, which allowed them really to get all of this long-term creation. They are making partnership. They are creating new stuff around this. And that's really interesting. So I guess yeah, that's the two main points. To make a good NFT project and to want to do this and to have great ideas about that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think super interesting. This thing about sharing revenue with the supporters, and I think this is one thing which is really very very attractive about DeFi. This ease with which you can transfer benefits, share benefits with everybody, and I think the more people use it, I think the more traction it will hold. Okay. And so I think when I was talking to you earlier, you spoke about using NFT as a fundraising instrument as well. So were there like visual art, or what kind of NFTs were those which you used to raise fund?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like that's something we made kinda with Kaizen DAO, which is we wanted to have like we already had to be honest like a fund into the DAO that allow everyone to, for example, finance new projects. If we want to hire a developer to work on automation or all of this, we wanted to have a fund and not have this like these people is paying with their own funds and we need to refund it. It could be quite difficult, and the innovation is kind of stuck with this functionment. So that's what we wanted to do, and we wanted to really raise the fund to get new um, more cash to create new projects. So what we did was to create a new group that is more open to people, which is called Calfa. So it's a group where we share new projects, what we are interested in, investment thesis, and we are also sharing sometimes allocation into new projects. And so this fund was actually accessible with an NFT, which was called a clé. In France, it's to open a door. So it was kind of a good NFTs, I guess. And it was like just a key into 3D space. There was like 5 drop with an increasing price. So there was all of this economic problem that we wanted to face at the beginning to get good incentives. So the first drop was, I guess, at $40, if I'm right. And the next one was like 80, and it was increasing. So there was a lot of demand on this, and we sold that actually every key in like 30 seconds. And it was a really great stuff in terms of fundraising and also in terms of the people that bought the keys. Like everyone won money into this. Actually, the floor is like two Ether, which is like $8,000, which is pretty huge for people that bought it at $40. So there was already disincentives for people to get there into the long run. So we got like a lot of money to get this fundraising. We get people into the group that were happy to be here and the same incentive as us to be in this group. And it was really great. Like we are still operating this group. There is like thousands of messages every day, and yeah, it's really great. So I guess to make a good fundraising, just try to get people that put money, good possibilities around that. So they want to put money. Um, and yeah, I guess being the long term, it's the best way.
Wow, that's inspiring, and I think the fact that your NFTs were sold out in 30 seconds or so, I think it's superb. Yeah. So I think this there is another question, related to that, which is. So there is also an initial phase of getting those people on board. Okay, you spoke about, let's say there is a community and then you launch the NFT, it happens. How much effort, time, did you spend in that part, of getting the right people? How do you do that?
Mm. Yeah, that's interesting. Um, I guess the onboarding was not the best in our side. We could have done better things. But I guess like the onboarding was pretty natural. We talked with them. We started to know each other. But I guess for a big DAO that really want to scale to hundred or thousand of people, it's really important to do this onboarding phase and to have like a specialized team into this. And I guess the best example could be like traditional company. So they are having like 1 week generally to see the company, how all works, to see all the different departments. And I guess that's the best way to do this. So everyone know what all is about, what everyone is doing, and they are able to do their best and to understand everything.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna bug you a little bit more because you say about onboarding, and onboarding is okay. That's a very, very critical part of getting people. But
Yeah.
before onboarding, there is also acquisition. Acquisition means, like, how are people discovering you? So like, let's say if these 500 people came to your Discord, to join this project and to eventually buy the NFT, what was happening even before that phase?
Mm.
Like, did
Yeah.
you did you go to other Discord channels? Were you using Twitter? Did you have emailing list? Like, there are all these things you do, to get those people coming to your server.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. We are really Twitter user into KZNDAO. Like we are really tweeting a lot, and we already have a pretty good audience. So it was pretty easy to get this acquisition. But I guess the best way to get people into the NFT or the cryptosphere is really like making educational content into crypto, making threads about new projects, about interesting event to give them values and to try to be like into big news group, so you are able to get a new audience. I guess it's the best way to do this. And there is a lot of different people that are trying to do this. Some are more into Discord. They are sharing their content there. But yeah, I guess Twitter is the best platform to be viral. That's why there is a lot of people in Twitter into the crypto sphere, which is called the city. And yeah, I guess the best way to do this.
All right, fantastic. I think people have the whole use journey now, like right from, absolute beginning when you educate and, attract audience to, onboarding them to, you know, uh, launching your NFT and then also making them part of the project. So I think that's really very good, description of the whole journey. So I think from my side, I'm very satisfied with all the answers that Leo you have given.
Thank you.
Really, everything learned while doing stuff on the ground. So now I open the floor to see if there are any questions from those who are joining us today. Alexis, Naman, Ned, Marcia, DIU. If you have any questions, you can either just speak up and or type. Otherwise, I guess we are done almost. So, any questions,
Um,
guys?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do actually. Let me let me put my camera on so you can guys see me. Thanks, Leo, and thanks for
Hello,
setting
Ned.
this up, Nishant. Um, Maybe a question for you, Leo, as you are in the industry for quite a while now. For me, it feels like um, let's say the NFT space right now is just full of a lot of like Ponzi schemes and a lot of like money laundering method. I say systems. What's your view on that? Because it feels like obviously we are super early, but how would you separate the real artistic projects and the rest of the excuse me my French, but the rest of the bullshit around NFTs?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great question. I tend to agree on this because most of the people that make the noise is mostly Ponzi schemes and projects that don't have a lot of value. But I guess it's the same thing in every industry where there is people that really have marketing budgets, people that come from like Shopify store and all of these that get a lot of marketing budget. They are hiring like big celebrities to make a promotion of their projects. So the best advice I could have is usually if you see this on Instagram or a big celebrity is talking to you about this, it means the project is not good because most of the good projects are organic projects. And it's sad because most of the people that know NFTs know it in this way. So and they know it because there is a lot of big numbers, the people that are rich in one day. But there is a lot of good projects, so the best way is just to go on Twitter, to know more about new projects, to try to understand what makes a good project. There is a lot of good educational content on it, and and yeah, I guess actually we are in a weird market where everyone knows what an NFT is, but there is not a lot of people that really understand what are the specificities of NFTs. And I guess in the long run, like in 2-3 years, it will calm down. I guess there won't be a lot of projects, NFTs that are launching every day, but the project will be more qualitative and there will be great stuff. Yeah.
Thanks for the clarification. And since Nishan, if you don't mind, I can have another question. Um, the all the use cases that you mentioned in the intro, and I really like the one around the identity, like your basically like decentralized identity, and you can refer to all the good behavior you had, and it will give like a good score. Most of those use cases seems pretty far ahead or like far away. I would say. What would be the timeline for you for this kind of like use case to really come to life?
I don't think they are this far away. Like there is already, sorry, projects that are tackling these projects. For example, into the identity space, I guess there are like dozens of projects that are working on this. at a different scale, and there won't be like a perfect solution in 1 year, but there is already people that are working on this. There is like ENS, that is a Ethereum name service that allow people to get like kind of already a digital identity with an image, with a pseudonym, with a Twitter link, and all of this already on a NFT. And for the decentralized social media, there is already like this project called Lens Protocol that is live, and people can already build on top of this, which is kind of interesting because everyone can make what they want with this this kind of plate. And I think like, yeah, maybe in a year there will already have a good project using this.
Thanks for your answer.
Thank you.
Great, Ned. Those are good questions. Thank you. Anyone else has any questions? Okay, I guess Leo. Amazing. I think it was pleasure talking to you, and hopefully we will be able to catch up. When you are, good to walk.
Yeah.
And wishing you speedy recovery. And thank you. And to the audience, we will be bringing another guest for next Friday. Do join. You also join. All right. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
And bye bye. Have a good day, rest of the day.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.